Quirinus, I believe. Welcome back, welcome back. Let's see how we can do this. This is Marcus the Visual, guys. I am trying to get this drawing done. I don't think done is the right word. I'm gonna get some I'm gonna make some progress on it. How about that? You know, little stuff, little stuff. Now the question I'm having is, you guys, does the music have to be above everything to be heard? I'm curious about that. Yeah. Ideally. Oh jeez, what's going on here? There we go. So does it look like that? Hold on. What? What is, oh, it's above everything, that's why. Can I turn it off? There we go. Okay. It's acting weird. Alright, cool. Alright, so I started this sketch last stream, and I wanted to get some reference of this amazing frickin' design. Something that would help me kind of wrap up the details of this piece real quick. I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with details. I'm gonna keep it loose for the most part. So just for those that don't know, Star Citizen is a space simulator for the most part, and they released this cool gear, and it was kind of unique compared to everything else in the game, in a way that just the style was kind of unique. But I'm pretty sure everyone here that will click on this probably knows what it is. But really cool gear. Looks dope. It's one of my favorite pieces to wear while playing in the verse. So I've been trying to test out some Star Citizen settings for me to actually get in and play the game. So been doing that pretty much for the past few days at the end of the day here. But now I'm going to try recording, and I'm going to try actually getting some gaming, game drawing in, to see how my computer hand, can stand up to this stuff. Shouldn't be too bad. Can't be as bad as, trying to play Star Citizen and record it's just an intensive load on the CPU is what I keep finding, and I'm gonna keep trying to figure out the right settings, man. But it's a lot in the game. This game taxes my computer, but that's the goal. We're gonna get it right. Love it though. Love the game. I'm looking forward to them getting everything together one day, many years from now. But I'm enjoying the ride, man. I think it's impossible to not criticize a game that's in development and is willing to let people see, you know, the I guess all the nuts and bolts and how ugly development can be sometimes. You know, you got game-breaking bugs, you got bugs that are just wholeheartedly ridiculous. But you know, I guess the goal is you see that and you keep playing. So it is pretty unique in that way. There's not many games that I can say in my entire gaming career that I've ever played that it's like, yep, tell us what's wrong. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't, aka Aries Zion. But what do you do? What are you gonna do? So I figured that I'd warm up by creating some artwork that I can use for either my purposes on Twitch, such as marketing and promotion. People kind of need to get an idea of what I would be doing in this space. So figure I need to make some videos that kind of show that. It's got to be a gajillion people playing the game, so not as many drawing content for it. Not to say there's none, but just not as many. Not that I've seen, unless you guys have seen some. I'm not gonna worry about the mass details just yet. I mean, I know they get pretty detailed, so I'm gonna just skim over those. And I'm not gonna go as crazy with the details. I mean, trying to go one for one on these details. This is why I respect anybody who designs this stuff, man. It's amazing. Um, but I am not. I don't relish in details that take 4 days to render. There's a lot of details, but the beauty of 3D art is you can just, you draw it once or you create it once and it's pretty much done. You spend the time, create it, you can recreate it, you can reuse it, copy and paste it. You got, let's say for instance you make a screw or a bolt. You don't have to recreate it, you don't have to redraw it, you just copy paste, put it where you need to, for the most part. that's the cool thing about being a fan of this game is, you know, it's not that you don't want the game to actually get better, but you end up finding what you enjoy, and just nobody can take that, you know, except for, you know, the game itself. So while it is frustrating dealing with some of the major bugs or and all, you know, what have you, I can still jump in that game and say, you know what, this is what I feel like doing. I feel like flying to a moon, you know, watching a sunset on that moon, shooting at some rocks, you know, flying over a cavern, going into a cave, mining, whatever, you know. It's a simulator, but it's a sandbox as well. So any sandbox game, you know, you make your own fun. And it's just, the game has the capacity to make some really freaking beautiful scenes, man. Really, really beautiful scenes. So it's almost like you get rewarded for taking time to find things or being a part of this frustrating process. They've kind of built in these nuggets of amazing all throughout, you know. I think it's even cooler that they don't tell you to go to anywhere. It's if you feel like finding it, you find it, hopefully. So, really cool stuff. Like I said, I don't want to go one for these details, so I won't. I'm not gonna drive myself nuts with that much detail. Just gonna kind of skim over that. It's a beautiful armor design, just it's not what I'm here for. Oh, you know what? I don't have the back shift. Damn. But I can fluff it, I think. I'm mad because I want you guys to hear the music I'm playing, but I don't think you can. Media source. Let me do this. Huh. says local file. This is so stupid. So in this case, I can only upload one file, and I can loop that one file. Oh, that's dumb. I don't think that's what that's supposed to do. Wait a minute, what's this? So I want media source, or do I want let me see if there's a widget for this. Well, audio source, audio input. It seems like it's the right place, but audio output capture. A desktop audio. And that's not doing it for you guys. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's get through. See if we can't complete most of this before we get out of here. Number one, I think I want one of these helmets, so if I am so inclined, I would love to freaking have this as a real helmet, especially during the pandemic. I think I'm gonna get this thing commissioned, man. But I'm not. So my thing is, if I ever start cosplaying, I don't see how I can tell my brain to spend money on someone to make something that doesn't actually work, man. Like, I'm sorry, it's gonna be like a Batman situation. Like, you know, they're like, oh, I can make it out of foam. I'm like, yeah, but how much would it cost to make it out of like actual aluminum? What do you mean, like a real? Yes, like a real helmet. Yeah, how much for that? Oh man, that'd be expensive. Blah, blah, blah. All right, tell me how much so I can get it started. All right, I don't need your judgments. I think that's my take, man. I'm not gonna make it just for it to look good. I want it to look good, obviously, but bruh, let me get the real thing, please. Yeah, I knew this was going to be tedious for this helmet. It's because it's a dope helmet, and I just don't want to get it wrong, you know? I want to pay homage. It's like if the helmet doesn't feel right, I failed. So. came up with this design, man. Design is insane. It's beautiful though. Imagine having to sit on this design for like months while they debug it and make sure everything works in the inventory system and all that jazz. And the whole time you're like, dude, wait till y'all see this new fire. It's gonna be dope. And we're pissing and moaning about everything, of course. But then they drop it. Like, yep, you can get it now. But it's just like nothing really lasts for very long. I still love this gear, but I'm just saying, like, the shock and awe of dropping something new in this game is always like trumped by more bull crap. Alright, that's nice, but hurry up. Yeah, that is dope, but where the gameplay at, bro? They're gonna keep getting that, unfortunately, but it's the nature of the game. Nature of the game they're making. You can drop 7 things that are brand new, and it's all gonna be like, that's nice. When's the game coming? So you can never really get from under that thumb of, pretty stuff. It's nice, but how close are you to finishing everything? I am trying to follow this to some degree, but goodness gracious. It's a lot. So many details. Nope, that's wrong. That's why I got this white one. This one up here. I knew I was gonna not be able to see all the details from this one. This darker one down here. It's a good shot, but it doesn't show me everything I need to see. No better than to look at this doggone monitor without my glass, my computer glasses. My eyes are gonna be burning. Blue light strains the eyes. As many successful uploads as I can get. brain just to let go. Stop trying to do every single detail. That's where, you know, time can slip away from me. Yeah, but yeah, man. I think as long as I can get a good solid 30 minutes of production on this, I should be able to get most of it done. I'm going to blur most of this gun out, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. You're like, blur the gun out? What the hell? What are you talking about, bro? Why would you blur the gun out? Well, simply put, it is not going to be in focus, so there's no need to really pimp it out. Let's see if I can get some of these in here, these details. Mostly these, I guess the shape languages of all this. I love how it's pieced together. I'm not going to get it exact, so that's not happening. As long as it feels close, that's all. I don't know, like you know, kind of block it in and make it feel similar. This would have drove me crazy as a designer, man. This is why I want to get to 3D art. I think the cool thing, the most wonderful thing is the time savings of 3D, where you can, you know, it takes a long time, but you still can, you know, once you build it, man, you can reuse it. You know, it's freaking amazing. All of this wonderful detail, I don't know if I'm going to actually use all of this. Let's see, bring it a little bit closer. Okay, so again, we're not worried about getting exactly right, but we're going to get most of this in here. Okay, now Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. Well, I will. Drawing because it's what I do. It's what I enjoy. It's my pleasure. Give me a second to figure out how to make that music work. You guys should be able to at least jam out with me. I feel it's not hard. I think I'm just pressing the wrong things. Or when I created the new scene for this, I don't think I knew what I was doing. So yeah. I'm gonna do a video on it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I've never zoomed in on this knife. You can see the razor pieces. That's pretty dope. They're actually razor pieces that complete the little breaks. That's awesome. Damn. You know how much money they would make if they made this knife and sold it on CIG's website? Stupid amounts. Actually, you know how much money they would make if they made a lot of things? What things would you guys buy if you actually were, given the opportunity? Obviously not ships, but I'm just saying. What other things would you buy? I guess gear-wise. From CIG. Let me do it like this. Work smarter, not harder. So. constant effort to at least post a single video. I got the settings now to where my videos will be saved. Each stream will be saved, I should say. But I'm also recording this one, so I'm curious. The quality looks pretty good on Twitch, the one that I saved earlier, played earlier. Quality looks fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. What's up, Gray? Yeah, man, I told you I was gonna draw. With eventuality, I gotta get this artwork on here. How's it been? Oh, I don't know if you're still on the recording. Having a Twitch record looks great, man. It looks great. Oh, nice, nice, nice. How'd it go for Zeno? Jeez Louise, what? 5 mil? I really haven't been paying attention to how much money I'm getting when I play that event. But is that like back-to-back events or one event? One Xeno threat, 5 mil, or just you've been doing it all day kind of thing? That is a good amount of cheddar right there. I need to jump on. I've been meaning to get another ship. Oh, back to back for 3 days. Good grief. I was about to say, good lord, I need to go do some more Xeno. I know they pay out. Like, all you gotta do is be, you know, moderately thinking about doing it, and they'll pay you $2 grand just for sitting there thinking about it. 'Nice, yeah. I did one earlier, but I think you were there for that. But I haven't been back on. Once I got started on this, I was like, I can finish some artwork. That's fine. Get a little artwork in. 700K if you do it. Nice. Yeah, no, I guess they're incentivizing fairly well. I think people get the concept of it. Hey, man, I'll do it if I make this much money. It has to be worth it. Oh, things like this, man. You know, opening Pandora's box is a weird thing. I said to to myself that I don't know if I'll ever do. Sarah was suggesting that, and I'm like, I've done this before, you know, for our MMO, and I had every intention to like tackle as many as I could. It just gets dangerous, man. People are like, there's no shortage of people that want to see their gear rendered or see their character rendered, and I didn't realize the insatiable amount. Now granted, if I totally was down for doing a gajillion of these, I would totally do it, but I don't know, man. I think it's dangerous. Maybe I'll do something like a giveaway. Honestly, like you have to like win a chance or something, because I can't see myself opening it up to just. Money is a great incentivizer, but you literally have to be realistic with like, hey man, if especially Star Citizen, man, Star Citizen fans, man, got bank. I'm talking like 30s and 40-year-olds who are well off and have spent. I actually had to realize how much money I spent on this game. So, these people got money. I can make some money, but I would have to be consistently doing this. And it'd be a great reason to actually, now that I think about it, let me step back. It'd be a great amount of content. And I could possibly set myself apart pretty easily by doing something like that. Because there's not many people doing that, I assume, right? Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely down for doing some stuff where it would have to be really low key for the first part, but I need the content, so I'm doing this just to do it. So if it was me or somebody else, um, and I need the content. So you may be getting in at the right time. So I'm not above it. I'm not above it. I gotta plan out my strategy of how to keep my head low and be like, all right, well, here's how I'm gonna do that for everybody else, and see if I can't dodge the effects of Pandora's box. Once you open that box, man, there is very little way to close that because you just gotta start dodging people. Like, nope, I don't do anything, nope. Because it's a full-time job if you do. But I can definitely say I can do a few before I start doing the dodging. um, but don't do it for people. Only when I just off the street. Yeah, something like that. But don't do it for people. You make money just off the stream. Yeah, no, that would be cool. Something that I can just control. I think that would be the thing. Because I've seen people give away ships for Star Citizen or, $100 ships, man. So something, but in reference to getting something for something, as it pertains to follow my channel. The only way you can do this is through some sort of giveaway or some sort of contest, or but you gotta follow my channel. You gotta do this, blah 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 blah. It may be something creative like that. Something that I can control moving forward. If I just open it and be like, hey man, throw money at me, the floodgates. I did it for another MMO. I did it for Final Fantasy 11 back in the day, years ago. But man, I did not think it was gonna blow up, and it blew up. So, but for you guys, man, that should be cool. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I do. I actually do think it would be a really good money maker. But man, I'd have to keep it loose, sketchy, something where because I can usually knock these out within a day. It's just somebody's like, hey man, I want you to draw my entire org. How much? And they would, I've had that happen. People are like, hey man, we'll put the money together and we'll pool it all together. We have 30 members, and I'm like, I like drawing, man. Oh, that would be scary, man. I don't know. Working for Star Citizen? What? I don't even know if I would be the kind of place I could do it, man. It's weird, like going from you've ever had that? I don't know if you've ever had that happen before, where you love something and then you start working for them, and then the politics get in there, and it's like, I just want to enjoy this game, but I want to feed into it. I would love to give some concepts to these guys, man. But I don't want to be constrained by the politics of it. But I would work for them. I'll do some work for them. That would be fun, man. you know, those artists have to. They got deadlines. They got to keep their feelings in check. So it would be kind of a dream, man. Um, I think it would be really cool to actually like get to talk to some of the devs about their processes, man. I've seen their. I love the what is it? Inside Star? No, Star Citizen Live. I think that's a really really cool insight to, especially when they get the artists on there. I think that's amazing. Um, look, I'm timing myself. Can I do? Look, if I was on inside, what is it? Star Citizen Live. Can I do this in an hour? Because I can't remember his name, but the guy that does the character creature concepts or whatever. Yeah, he has to paint up Jared. Yeah. I think I could do something in an hour. I could sketch it up in an hour. Damn it, I don't know if I can paint it in an hour. He's like doing like creature concepts and painting them and all that stuff. That'd be nuts. Yeah, I think if I got to do anything for Star Citizen, man, I love character design, but I think they got some great designers up there. I'd love to actually do. It's hard to say, really. Which part would I obviously love drawing characters, but if they got me on doing like NPC character creation or, you know, flesh out this kind of, you know, society or stuff like that, I love the concept part. I think that really excites me as a concept artist. But I don't know if I would, where I would fit in their current pipeline. I have no idea. I'd probably work with the lore team. Maybe, you know, character design for the lore team. If they let me play around with some like in-game concepts, I would lose my mind. It'd be great. Like, you know, weapons and game content. Like, I want to see some crazy stuff in this game, man. Yeah, I only asked because Mimi has been a good friend of mine, and I was just thinking, but I actually can't do it. No, I would say, man, just send me some details. You have been invaluable to getting me to this point, man. I would love to make you the first. You deserve to be, you know, one of the first that actually do get one of these. Ahead of the line. You've been really, really great, man, and instrumental in getting me up and running, dude. So I'd be happy to help with that stuff. And Mimi's cool. She was helping me out earlier with that, with the GPU stuff, CPU. You guys are the epitome of what good Star Citizens are. So lazy. I've given into the concept that procrastinators are special-minded people, man. It's like you gotta. Sometimes a procrastinator does the best work when they procrastinate. So don't beat yourself up. And was it Stormtide? Stormtide Whale. Have you seen the concept art for the creatures? I have, man. I was just talking about that amazing guy. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining. Yeah, on Star Citizen Live, man, it's freaking amazing. He's painting that stuff in Photoshop Live and concepting all the while, so I think that's amazing. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no, Gray, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't think anything twice of it, man. You've been cool just for cool sake, man. literally walking me through this stuff, dude. So you are. If I did it for anybody, man, you would deserve it. So, but like I said, honestly, man, I'm gonna need content. So, you guys would be the perfect few to actually really get this stuff started. I'm just gonna draw what I want to draw all the time. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind helping you guys. I don't know how messaging works on this platform at all. I suck at it. I've seen it and it's so weird. I think I messaged a few people, but I don't even know if they saw it. Appreciate it, man. This is just, I know I wasn't going to do all of the detail because I'm not that kind of an art. I don't like doing, this much detail. It's straight lines bother the crap out of me. Like, I hate rulers, but I can respect their design. This art and design of this suit is phenomenal, man. All of this stuff, I don't even know how they like settled on it. It's so many small and subtle details. Freaking amazing, man. Appreciate you. But I don't see, hopefully I can find a space in Star Citizen streaming. Like, in my mind, I don't want to draw all this. Thanks, man. I can imagine in some sort of short comic. Yeah, no, thank you. That's I try to keep my brain still in regards to like what kind of way can I contribute to the community. As this game comes together, man, I'm like, I would love to do a short comic, maybe a little web comic. But then I'm like, I don't even know if it would hold up to how awesome. The art in this game is phenomenal by itself, man. It's really, 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 really cool. You guys, I don't know if you've seen Morphologist, his videos. It's like part of me wants to do like video captures, where I'm following my character and editing and doing all that stuff. He does a really, really good job with the spaceships and all of these his review videos. But I'm like, it's still not, comic art. It's still not, the same kind of feel. I think Star Citizen, I can definitely create something that would be entertaining visually, but I would probably still rely on the game, itself. Yeah, a lore comic, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Have you guys ever woke up in your hab and looked behind you in the bunk in that little bed? There's a picture of New York. It's like a futuristic New York, and you can zoom in and see like the buildings and all this stuff. Yeah, no, dude, I wish it was talent. I've been at this craft for so long, man. If it was talent, I keep telling people, if I was talented at this stuff, I would have been good when I was a kid. I sucked as a kid at drawing. I liken it to playing an instrument or martial arts now. It is after you do something for 20 plus years, man, you get some muscle memory, but you also fall in love. If you fall in love with practice, then you can actually set yourself apart skill-wise. But I've met some real talented, like young people. They're like 14, but they're like doing portraits and paints. They're painting on like a level of a 40-year-old. I'm like, why? You haven't even been alive long enough. How the hell are you able to paint like this? When did you start practicing? 3? But no, man, I sucked for a long time. But high school, I actually learned how to draw from an art professor for 1 week, and it really changed the way I drew. So that's where I actually started to really blossom as a, artist, and I wanted to do comics and things like that. So, oh my God, I'm gonna have to draw this gun. Oh God, this gun, man. All right, I'm gonna have to find a way to block this in. Let's see. All right, all right. Let me see. Let me see. So the weird thing is, the way it's connected in the game, if you put it on that little, which I love, and I didn't know they were gonna do that. If you attach a gun to this, right, it's actually sitting attached, like magnetically almost. So it's hanging like this, off of this little piece right here, which is freaking awesome. So, I guess I'll do like a shape of another gun behind him. I don't necessarily have to draw all the details. I'll do what I did with the mask and kind of, block it in. Yeah, this will keep me drawing. So yeah, man. If you message me the details, great, man. I got you. We'll figure it out. Sarah was instrumental into getting me into this, so I was just a fan of hers. So you guys can be the guinea pigs as I try to wrap my brain around how to actually do this. I won't tell her though. If you're trying to surprise her. Let's see. Part of me wants to do let's see, the multi-tool. Let's see if I can get the multi-tool in there. It's like, come straight down. I can probably get away with blackening this out. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing that. Hold on. Making things hard. Just like that. Reference. Alright, this comes up this way. But yeah, if I actually do think about charging, it'll be it'll be a good reason for me to actually, it'll incentivize me to get on and draw more. But I'll tell you what I'm afraid of, like if while I love art, I don't always feel like drawing. I actually use Star Citizen as a really good, escape, because I don't just draw. I love, it's just, art is a super cheap way for me to express myself. I don't have to buy anything else now that I bought all the stuff. It's not even like painting. Digital art, you can just all the tools. Dude, is that a follow? Thank you. Appreciate the follow, man. What is that? Apion. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the follow. This is just me kind of messing around and getting warmed up. So it's coming out. I think I'm warming up pretty okay to the concept of doing this stuff. What other stuff would you guys want to see though? I'll tell you what would challenge the crap out of me. If I had to draw some ships, man. What? Yeah, I'm bragging in comms. Oh, what? Don't do that, man. Well, I appreciate it if it brought him over here. That's what's up, man. Sarah does that. I'm like, stop. What are you doing? But I wasn't ready. I was trying to get set up first. But thank you though. Yeah, if I had to draw some ships, man, that would challenge the crap out of me. Again, I don't like drawing straight lines. I hate rulers of all kinds. But am I a fan of these ships? Heck yeah, man. I love these ships. That would be a real challenge for me. Just like landscapes. I hate drawing landscapes. I love character art the most. I love drawing characters. It's my favorite thing. So I don't draw a lot of landscapes. I don't draw a lot of machinery or things like that. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe this will be a good reason for me to do it, man. I appreciate it, man. Apollon, thank you. It's like I was telling Gray, man. I'm the furthest thing from talented. I have been just at this for a long time. Over 30 years now. I've been drawing, and it's just. I think it was an inevitability. I would get better eventually, but then I got some official training for a week from an actual art professor, and she was like, "You're doing it wrong." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" She was like, "Yeah, you're drawing wrong. You have to actually take your hand off the page and draw with your whole arm." And she just dropped all of this Jedi freaking knowledge, and I was like, "Teach me more, because that's I don't know how to do that." So it was real cool, really cool. She was a older lady. All she wore was sandals, every day. Well, not all she wore, but she never wore shoes. She just wore sandals. Really cool lady, man. Stickler, but she had to reteach me how to draw. And luckily, I was not stubborn, so I was like, I'll do it. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. Just tell me what to do. So that was the point where I actually learned how to do it, man. Ship concepts or armor concepts? Yeah, no, that would actually make me very happy. Like original concepts for this game, I would definitely, that's right up my alley. Um, Ships again that's a challenge. I'm not normally. I haven't really flexed that muscle creatively enough throughout the years where I'm drawing concepts for robots or machinery. But I can kick them out. There's a lot of stuff I want to see in this game. Melee, like melee weapons, for instance. I want to see some melee weapons in this game, like way more. Um, I know it's supposed to be like FPS or based on, I guess, all the other shooter types game, but dude, um, I don't even know which game I would try to use for reference. What, like, we are getting swords? Did they confirm that? I would love a sword, man. I would love I probably would only use a sword for a long time. But they got to fix a few things, in terms of FPS to really make that viable. Like, you have to be able to get close to somebody without dying, without relying on the server to be slow. I saw somebody try to use just primarily a knife. He was just trying to knife everybody. And so he'd run past, the NPCs because they were too slow. The server was, trying to catch up to his movement, but he'd be like, darting around and stuff and get behind them and just slit their throat. And I was like, okay, that's not really, that's probably not very viable long term, but because he would get caught eventually with a bullet or two. But yeah, if we had like some way to block or use the sword to deflect or anything, man, I would only use a sword. I'm telling you guys in advance. Absolutely. I'd probably use some sort of. I love what is it, Demico? I absolutely love this weapon, but I hate sniper rifles. I'd rather get up close. So yeah, if they give me the ability to be a melee only, what? I'm killing the Boreal Stalker with a sword. I'm killing everything with a sword, man. Exactly. Yes, a sword and a pistol, man. I will take it. Absolutely. Um, I can hear people mad now if you can just like somehow hack a ship until it explodes. It's not realistic. I know, but it was fun. You know. So yeah, man, I can definitely do some concepts for that. That would be awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna have to fluff some of this, otherwise this will take me. See, this is where I'm like, dude, details, lines, circles, all of these fine details drive me nuts. This is because there's no fast way to do it, really. You just gotta fluff it. If you're drawing a human, you just be like, yeah, that shape right there is supposed to be a leg, and you kind of fluff it, and people understand it. But man, you got perspective to deal with weapons and machinery. You can't just fluff it. There she is. Mimi, how you doing? Have you released all of your murderous intent tonight? Right. Whenever I see you pop in, I assume you've already released all your murderous intent. You have not. Oh boy. I feel sorry for the unsuspecting, NPCs that have yet to feel your wrath. It's bound to happen. What side of the world are you guys on? I forgot to ask. Are you guys in a different part? Are you guys? I'm American, so I notice you guys are on late, like I am, but I'm actually up like, late. You guys could be in another part of the world, and it's like normal time. Eventually, I'll try to get some normal times of streaming. West Coast, all right. I was raised in Cali, San Diego. Missed that place, man. New York, New York. What? That's what's up, man. Man, I went to upstate New York for the first time. Was it a year or so ago now? Maybe a year or so ago now. Time is like non-existent these days. Oh, you're not that far west. Okay. Um, Upstate New York looks like Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, myself, so I had no clue that upstate New York looked like mountainous regions and freaking rivers and deer and like all trees everywhere. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know New York had life up here. This is great. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful up there. I had no idea. You don't see that in movies enough. No one just makes movies about upstate New York. So, um, it was great though. It was a very eye-opening experience. I came back saying, "Did you know that upstate New York looks like Georgia?" Everybody else was like, "Yep." I'm like, how did you know that? No one ever told me. It's really a mountain goat that learned to type. At least that's how I think of her. Wow. Wow. That's a special kind of image to now picture. I can't get it out of my head now. Go ahead and ask your question, baby. Mountain goat. That is pretty cool, man. feel like if I wasn't watching this stream on my laptop, I wouldn't see what you guys are typing. So I feel like I'm doing something wrong by not being able to see that right away. Okay. I'm okay with long questions because I'm going to be here for at least until I start coloring this. So go ahead with your long question, Mimi. There it is. Paragraph. All right. Oh shit, I need to save this. That's a good reason to save. I hadn't saved yet, and I could have lost everything. Okay, with the perspective that we're looking at from this drawing, it looks like the gun is magnetic. Yes, I said that before I started drawing it. Magnetically stuck to the weird neck piece from the bottom portion of the stock, and not from the side of the weapon. Yes, that is something that I noticed myself. Let's take a look. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on here, because I had a backpack, didn't I? Hold on. I was actually saying that. Yep, nope, here it is. It's a bad shot. But yeah, that's what that little neck piece is. If you don't have a backpack, which I was totally surprised by when I first started figuring out what the armor piece was. I saw someone complain about how the backpack stuck to this neck piece. They thought it was supposed to go onto the player's back, when in fact that's the design of the little neck piece. Let me show you the actual neck piece thing here. Where are we at? Here it is. Not that. Right here. Yeah. So this piece right here, if you put a backpack on, it goes onto, it magnetically sticks to the top of the backpack sticks to this. If you don't have a backpack, it actually like adheres to. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You said, oh no, I get that. It's supposed to be stuck to the neck piece. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What's your question? Let me read it again. The bottom portion of the stock, and not from the side of the weapon. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying it should be in front of this piece right here. I see what you're saying. It looks like it is. It's clipping. It should be clipping over it like this. Yes, you're right. I just wanted to use that for reference. Good eye. See, that means you're paying attention, maybe. Yes. I wasn't done. Yeah, it's gonna be on this. I was gonna add some little details to this based on how it's gonna be stuck. But yes, you are right. Thank you for paying attention in class. You're right. That is a good eye. She came in with like a wrecking ball. She's like, no, you're doing it wrong. Fix it. Okay? Good thing is, I'm okay with critique. And yes, you are absolutely right. It was supposed to be in front of that thing. So yeah, I just was, I jump around sometimes with my art. You know, I've done that a lot. If I get bored with a section I'm drawing, I kind of jump around and I get to it, you know, eventually. I double back. No, don't be sorry. Trust me. I've dealt with this since 3rd grade. It's a very common thing for people that are watching me draw. You know, try to make sense of, you know, things as I draw it, and they're like, you know, that doesn't look like an eye. Just 1 second. I'm gonna get there. I know. Yeah, but it used to happen when I drew Ninja Turtles, because I had a method when I was in like 4th grade. I would draw certain parts first that I was comfortable with drawing, and then I just, you know, jump around, and they're like, that doesn't look like Michelangelo. I'm like, hey, just give it a second, all right? And they would, you know, sit there, and they'd wait, and sure enough, they'd get that aha moment, and they're like, oh, I see what you did there, okay. I'm like, yeah. I would always draw for the ladies, you know. But, you know, they they had first dibs. Like, Marcus, can you draw Minnie Mouse? Yes, I can draw Minnie Mouse, in fact. Even if I didn't know how to draw Minnie Mouse, I would figure it out. I'd be like, well, just give me a second. Dude, thank you for the follow. I heard another follow. Storm Tide Whale. I appreciate the follow, man. That means a lot. I am brand new to this platform, and I am a noob. So I am really just trying to get my legs in this streaming universe. I said I was going to get on here and try to do something a little bit unique. I do play Star Citizen, so I'm going to do that too. But I don't see enough people drawing in this section, and I was talking with Hangry Sarah, if you know her. She was like, why don't you just get on here and draw? And I was like, no, I'm going to do that. But I was trying to fix my ability to stream the actual game for the past 3 days, and I'm almost there. I think I got it. Gray, Wolf, and Mimi have been working with me to get me up and running. So props to them for taking pity on me. This has been a lovely stream. Gotta run. Thank you, Stormtide, man. Appreciate the follow, and thank you for joining. Have a great night. You'll see more stuff like this, so it's coming. Wait. All right, so I'm. Gray, can you maybe? You know what? I'm not gonna mess with you, man. I'm not gonna pick your brain. I'm trying to figure out why you guys can't. Can you guys hear music? I forgot to even ask. I hear music in my thingamabob, but let me switch. Will it show you? Let's go here for a second. All right. I am in. If I go to the drawing section, right? It's not going to show you. But let's say, so I'm playing music. What's the best way to add music to the sources of, a stream, a channel, or one of the channel sources? You hear it, but it's pretty quiet. I honestly think it's picking up the music from this headphone. But let me see if I turn it up. Alright, I'm going to switch back. Because I have it pretty high. But it's still not playing. Let me see something. How loud is that? Is that really loud? Blur your ears out. Okay, good. I'm sorry. Okay, turns out I had the music player low. Music player low. It was driving me nuts. I was like, why can't I hear? Because I have the stream audio here. That's perfect. Okay, thank you. All is well. All right. I was like, why isn't it working? What the hell am I doing wrong? Okay. Let's get back to it. Thank you. Alright. So, got that. Alright. Let's do, I always put a scope. I didn't take a picture of that scope, so we're just gonna fluff it for now. Fluff it. Don't take too long on it. Was it 4 times? I usually put the 4 times scope on that. Yeah. I thought I was doing it wrong because I was like, do I have to put a special, feed in order to get that music to come through? And I was like, I gotta watch another YouTube video. But I saw somebody use a widget that shows what music's playing, and I'm like, oh, maybe I gotta do a special widget for like a jukebox or something. Fluff. Yeah. It is in her name. She's right. Definitely. Alright, I think I'm ready for color here. See, that right there, what you just saw, guys, that was called comic shortcut. Comic shortcut is just fill it with black. Okay? Just fill the section with black, and you don't have to actually make too much detail. That's the fun of it, and it still looks good. All right, now what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Let me double check. Here's his eyes. I think we got everything here, guys. I'm gonna add some color, because I can do that. Am I missing anything? Got that. I think he's all there. I think he's all there. Cool. Now the cool thing, I'm gonna show you the reference, just in case you guys didn't see the reference. Because I started this earlier. You say glow sticks. Magazines, yes. Well, this is what this is. I didn't get reference for the Demico magazine, but I didn't want to go too overboard. Usually I have, my grenade launchers, as you can see in this picture here. Hold on. Here's me. This is me, right? I usually got my grenade launcher, ammo, and I got my two. Oh, you know what? There is some reference. It's a little pixelated. Let's see if I can get that in there. Glow stick, yes. After I started losing my glow sticks, man, I got a little, hurt by losing my subscriber glow sticks. I was like, but I only like the blue one or the red one. Let's see if I can get that in there. Let's see. Good eye. Mimi, you're helping. Thank you. Keep me accountable. Now when I'll complain when I'm like, this is just for fun, Mimi. Leave me alone. I'll let you know. But no, this is I think I'll use this maybe in, gosh, I don't know. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna use this in my channel, marketing wise or something. I don't know where I can put decoration, but I'll figure it out. Maybe on one of the what do you call the things? Like I'll be back later, or stream about to start, or I don't know what they're called. Channels? No, not channels. I don't want to say layers, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta put one red, one blue, one green. I missed that. That is true. But once you buy them, I guess, I don't think I've put them all on at one time. I've seen that though, and I think that's great going into caves. Oh snap! I forgot to tell you guys, man. I did a stream earlier. It was short lived, but Mimi, you know how you were trying to tell me? So on Hurston, there's like HD SF, which we couldn't really determine. I guess it was security force or some crap. Screens. Thank you. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you, man. You were like, SF was security fortress. I don't know what we called it. But then the other one was what? MS for like mining station. So I found one that's mining, I guess, outpost or something. MO. And I never noticed that before. And it was like, where the hell is the building? And it was just a freaking cave opening. There's so much stuff that I just haven't really played with in Star Citizen. So I didn't go too deep because again, I wasn't looking for a jump scare. But I did go in enough to be like, okay, cool. It's just a freaking mining opportunity, I guess. This is pretty cool. Now, I didn't go. There's another one. I found another what is it? MS? No, outpost mining. MS is what? Mining station. Something. That doesn't feel right. But my brain is mad at me that I'm doing this many lines. It's like no more lines. But I'm gonna get there. We're here. I gotta fix my Spotify is tripping, man. Every time I try to play my Spotify, it's actually not. It keeps crashing. I don't know what I did wrong. I added some of the streams that has like lo-fi, or somebody suggested all of these channels that have just infinite music for. I guess that's free. But I did something. It's like my Spotify is not. It keeps crashing every time I try to play it. It's like, no, you can't do that, and it closes. So I don't know what the crap I did, but I gotta fix that. You can't do that on television. God, I miss Nickelodeon. Back in the day, Nickelodeon was just nonsensical stuff. Slime. I'm showing my age, yes, but it's good old days. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's get some color in here. What kind of color? What is it, like a purple? Purple green? Purple? Deep? Let's go with a base color. Alright, so the way I like to do this, find any holes, like that. Search around, I think we're good. Oh, do that. Come on down, fill it up. And that's that. And we're done. Have a good night. Glad you guys are. No, I'm joking. We're gonna add some highlights. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Like that was anticlimactic. Hold on. Let's get some of this. So there's a couple ways I do this. There's a comic way to shade, and then there is a kind of. It's the way I shade. Let me make sure I do this. Where I kind of feel it out, and it's more of a painterly kind of shading or highlighting and shading. So, the comic way to do it, if you want to know, is you actually define a shape, right? And you then highlight within that shape, okay? Right? Boom. And you just block out shapes, usually triangular or very angular stuff, like this, right? And within that shape, you can add, some value, right? Very comic way to do it. It's actually pretty quick, but it takes time. Like you gotta, it's 2 steps, right? You gotta define the shape and then add the value. Like, you can grab multiple shapes at a time, like I'm doing now. You can make it go faster, but it is 2 steps no matter what. You got to define a shape, a space, and then add value to it, which is cool. I don't have any problem with that. Now, without that first step, I can just start grabbing. I can just start painting in value, which I actually prefer to do. And I can just do it to my heart's content. I can do it to where it feels good, and then I just move on to the next spot. No first step of defining necessarily. Moves a little faster in my opinion. So I usually start with that, and it gets the job done. Okay, let's see. Let me get some of these details in this mask here. See, instead of grabbing and defining it. Now the only benefit I can see is it's a crisper shape, and I think that's why a lot of comic publishers prefer it. It doesn't feel as painterly, unless you're going for that in the comic, but it feels more dynamic because it's angular, because it's yeah, because it's angular. So that leads into the dynamic shapes and so forth. So, nothing wrong with it. I just like to draw it out sometimes. So, Now, on these edges, that would be logical. The edge of any kind of hard material, a hard surface material, you don't want it to feel necessarily rounded or easier to print, hard to get gradual shape. Comic, maybe. No. Everything, printing isn't really a thing. I think defines the, printing is definitely not a problem. Either way you go. But like say if I grabbed all of these, right? These little shapes right here, and I just wanted to make it something that's uniform, right? That's a more dynamic kind of feel to it, very edged, which is maybe what you may be going for. It's overall style-wise, it actually does. See, this is a softer edge in this area, so it doesn't hurt to ever mix the two. I don't mind mixing the two, but I was just deciding, the style I usually choose is more jump right in, get it in. See, I can move a lot faster this way, and I'm not really worrying about the value or specific shapes just yet. I'm blocking them in, but not really worrying about grabbing it specifically. So it's quicker to me. I'm all about getting the concept on there. If I had the chance to do those, like me and Gray were talking about, if I did some concepts of my own, man, this I think is my favorite suit because it feels like it's futuristic. It feels like it's stylized. It feels like it's stylish on purpose, and that I think really is the successful part of why this looks so cool. It is functional in terms of, like, you start looking at the materials, like, it's ridiculous. It has like little folds in the, I love it. Let me see, where's the multi-tool? Multi-tool? purpose, dude. That's just amazing. Very successful design, in my opinion. I really want one of these in real life, so yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Destiny ripoff, but I love it. I love it for Star Citizen. I really want more. Do you guys know the designer that did this for Star Citizen? I want like several more designs that feel, if not similar, but like in the same family in terms of, you know, style and functionality. But it looks like, you know, something a Strike Force would wear. If it was just ridiculous, you know, futuristic blah for nothing, but it looks very functional. Definitely has personality. I agree. So that's where I'm just like, I want more of this, please. I don't know who designed this on the team, man, but they did a phenomenal job. May have been multiple people, I don't know. The Predator ripoff? Wait, what Predator ripoff? Oh, you're talking about like a new gear set? There's a new Predator type? What does that look like? Oh, the movie. I got you. Cool. Let me try this on. Where's my neck hurt? What did I do? Now you notice I'm doing all this in a single tone. Oh, I missed a spot. Hold on. See? Wasn't paying attention. This was a hole right here. I was paying attention. Just like that. Alright, now, for the sake of argument, what we're going to do, we're going to fill out this part and this part. Put it on top of this part. Now we'll flesh this out. I always like getting it. Save it. Had this little. Are you going to work? Black. Are you going to work? Is that with a black and white mask? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Monochromatic? Is that what you're talking about? Oh snap! I get to see something. I want a great post to link. Yeah. I understand the monochromatic way of coloring, and it is very effective because it kind of gets rid of the anxiety of picking colors while you're working, and just worry about the values. Like make sure it feels like the shade, you know, all of the value, the shades, the highlights, the tint, all that stuff. Make sure it feels correct. If that's all you're worried about, and then you go back once you're done and you add value, color, I should say. You know, it's a really good exercise. But normally, I actually like practicing with. Oh, get out of here! That's not coming to Star Citizen, is it? What? While we are talking about armor, we want implemented in the game. Where'd you get this from, man? From sitcom? They suggested this armor? From Citizen Gun? No way. Dude, I'll take it. I will take it. They only showed this shot though? Dude. Let me see. Better picture. Nice. Wow. I wonder if it's about the little cape on the side. Are those spikes on the arm? I'll take it. I will take it. I don't like the boots as much, but I will take it. Yeah, anything with that kind of cool aesthetic, man. Wow. Can you imagine that looking at you in like nighttime from just on the side of. This program is called Paint Tool Sci. But in some of the programs I use, it allows you to create a fill layer. Oh yes, I'm sorry. You're talking about a mask layer. And then make that fill layer to a black mask. And when you paint over it, you can actually paint on top of the black mask. Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, in Photoshop. Yes, yeah, in Photoshop that is definitely a thing. If they have this a mask layer in here, I've never used it. I assume they have some functionality like that in this software. Usually I do that in Photoshop. Usually. But yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I'm gonna put the background layer on its own. Because I'm just gonna fill this with light. I think I want them on Hurston. I'm just gonna color this a darker color for a little while. Yeah, I've used the mask thingamajiggy. It does work, as you say. But like, I think there's something that I'm trying to practice with in my art where I'm trying to make sure I get more confident with palettes. And it doesn't take away from what you're saying, because I can still draw the scene that way. Start with the gray tones and monochromatic. If I do a mask, I can worry about the color at the end, but I think I'm trying to train my brain to really build, tonally first. Because it's more of to me, it's more of just a tool of preference. Like, what do you want to see, and what do you want to get locked in first? Like, I love sketch, so I'll sketch something out first. Uh-oh, my bad. Music out loud. Hold on. Yeah, this song is loud. You're right. Okay, and then the song ended, so my bad. Yes, get back into your graphic design. All of it. We inspire each other for these purposes. Sorry about the music. Look at that. Look at these it's like little triangles. I'm not crazy enough to do that. Or am I? But I do want this one to be white. Want that. I think that's all of them. I'm not going to do those little small triangles. Even though I want to, but I don't think I should. I don't think anyone would see that. You guys would know they're there, though. But, the pain of doing all that. Let me get these. And then, of course, this. What time is it, y'all? Okay, we're still good. It's only 2 a.m. Hey, look, it's only 2 a.m. That's not that bad. I just gotta remember to keep saving just in case of an emergency. Yeah, that's fine. And then, now here's the thing that I don't want to hear it, because I know that the Hurston armor does not have the little neck thing, but I don't approve of that, and I want that to be added. Oops. I would like it to be added, but I know they don't have it, so. Of course, the diehard fans that see this like, you did it wrong. I know. Oh, you haven't finished packing yet? listen, I don't want to be. I mean, I'm honored to be the reason you're lollygagging, but you know, not if you have to really like be smart. um, all right, now this software does not blur like Photoshop is gonna blur. What we're gonna do, here's our reference, guys. Here's our reference. This is what we're gonna do with this. Alright? I know I drew this gun, but I'd say screw that gun. Or maybe I don't. But this is the goal. I'm gonna do this right here. This nice little blur, so the focal point is of course the face. And that's where I'm going to really drive it home. Get that lighting in. You see all that good lighting? Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that now. While we have time. Save it. Okay. It's an hour, almost a 2-hour stream. Alright, we're going to get some of this white in here. We're going to get some of this nice lighting. I'm going to steal this lighting source. Alright. Rim light. Rim light is what they call this, for those that want to know. It's weird I can hear myself beatbox too. Nice rim light. Nice rim light all over here. I'm going to just totally rip that off. Oh, and I would totally cheat on the blur and just drop it into my photo library on my phone. Yeah, that is true. Yes, that is true. Yeah, the blur is the fun part. Once you get it all in there. Now, I could renege on that and be like, but I like how I have this thing where I like how this blurred, right? I know the purpose of it. But if I actually render this gun and I like how everything turns out, I'd be like, or I could not blur it. I'll just leave it like it is. You know? Because I'm 100% on board with how cool that makes, you know, because with the blur, it forces your eye to focus on the character's face. So mainly because I wouldn't have how to make the blur in a drawing. Oh man, Photoshop makes it easy. It's a wonderful, just, you know, tweaking of a Gaussian blur or iris blur or whatever. Yeah, they got tools to make it easy in Photoshop. I'll show you. It's easy. But yeah, this is just rim light. We're gonna say that the light source is coming from, you know, off camera. So that's the fun part. You know. Any edges that we can really get away with, we're gonna make sure that rim light hits it. Like that. See? Alright, now that is a starting point. It's a good starting point on that. We gotta get Sarah into some art. I didn't know she was a frickin' God tier painter, so she's just holding back. She's not saying anything about it, you know. So gotta get her into some art on stream. That is, I would like to see her do this painting. What? They have a forum for this stuff. What do you mean? For art? Or concepts? did not know that. I did not know that. Yes, I'm on Spectrum often, sometimes, but you know, I stopped going as much. I think the last thing I did was the suggestion for the what do you call them? Um, Inventory system. I literally just did a Photoshop render of what buttons I would love to see, and it got upvoted fairly well. I don't know if they're gonna do anything. They never responded, but we'll see. All right, there's that. Cool. Yes, I will definitely. Let me click it now before I forget. Hey. Oh, that's Discord. It's in your Discord? It's asking me to log on. I don't have it on this computer. I don't have it on my laptop. But I'll copy the link. I have Discord on my the PC I'm working on now. But cool. I did not know that. Let me get some of that blue in there. See that blue? I like that blue. Star Citizen Discord. Oh, there's a Star Citizen Discord. Sweet. Did not know that. You learn something every day, man. I did not know that. I thought you were talking about on Spectrum. But that's cool. No, I didn't know that. I'm missing out. Do they also yell at Star Citizen? Do they also yell at CIG on that one? Seems like they would yell at them on there too. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I got the link up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email it to myself so I can get it on this PC. I got Discord downloaded on my desktop, but not this laptop. Cool. I will definitely check it out. You learn something these days, eh? See, it's coming out. It's fleshing out a little bit, a little bit at a time. Huh? I love the white version of this this outfit. Oh, they don't yell. That's good that they don't yell. There has to be a place of solace for CIG, for CIG and the community to just get along. No yelling. It's like, hey, we're having fun. Come on in. It's gotta be hard for those guys. Cool. The CIG looks at it and comments a lot on the stuff in there. Sometimes they showcase it in there inside. Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, the especially the videos. I've seen them featured some of the videos. I I thought it was on from like Spectrum they found it. So that is cool to know that they actually have a place where they can gain access to that stuff. I would definitely take a look. I'm going to start with, if that's the case, I'm going to start with some renderings of, I think they should have a, I don't know if you guys remember, if you remember me saying it the other night, on Crusader, you know, it takes like 12 minutes to get out of the atmosphere. I think it would be cool if they had like a quantum guided, I guess, you remember I think it was Lorville, wherever you would fly into the city, they'd have these holographic, you know, guiding rings, so to speak. And I think they should bring that back, but actually give them functionality to where you can quantum out of Crusader. And if you didn't want to use them, you wouldn't have to, but it would be pretty cool to actually add that. To say, you know what, I just want to quantum straight from the frickin' hangar. As soon as I get out of the hangar on Crusader, Horizon, you should just be able to like line yourself up and quantum out of the frickin' planet. It would be great. I would go there more. I like it. I love the ambiance of it all. It's cool. It's just like, man, I get it, but let me out. They want you to fly out every time. That's true. Yes, I understand that. Definitely. Let me see if I can get some green. I want you to die by Mimi's hands, of course. It only makes sense. It's only fair. Yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll definitely do some concept art. What kind of sword would you guys want though? You want laser sword? I think I heard him say something about a laser sword. I got excited, but I calmed down. Like that's gonna be 12 years from now, but I'm looking forward to it. I want to say it was one of the interviews with the dev team, and they were talking about future weapons, different gun types, and all that stuff. But I want to say one of them said something about laser swords, and I was like, I'll take it. Give me that. I want that in my life. But I was more excited. I was equally excited about them saying they were going to do some shields, like the riot shield kind of deal, where you plop it on the ground and you can, you know, deal with oncoming fire. I think that would be amazing, just so we can kind of defend ourselves. I think it's kind of whack that we don't have any shields whatsoever. I don't know if we need like Halo shields or something like that, but I'll take whatever I can get, man. You guys saw what happened in that bunker. I should get something to defend myself against that random shot. Yeah, so what is it? I have seen the laser blade. Yeah, I think I have one. No, it's not a dragon fang, is it? Dragon fang? Something like that. Some gold in this weapon, yeah. Get this gold in here. Mimi must be packing. She had some. She had some. But yeah, man, I am definitely gonna get some concept art in here. Man, can you imagine a laser rifle in this game? I mean, laser blade. And it will be the new hotness, so I'm gonna run around with it. Almost primarily, I'll have a blade with me, but I'm gonna have that laser gun, laser blade. It's just gonna have to be a thing. Yeah, if I had my pick, I'm gonna need a large blade, like a really powerful, heavy hitting something or other, and then something that can probably slice people. With just, listen, they're already copying an X-wing, so just if you gotta make a laser, just do it. I'm not gonna judge you. Hey, that kind of reminds me of I don't care. I want it. I want it in my arsenal, and I need it. Let's do it. As long as you guys don't get sued, let's make it happen. They don't have a monopoly on all laser swords. Star Wars. I'm totally ready for it. Cool. I am gonna cheat, and I'm gonna get a nice. No, I shouldn't cheat. I'm gonna cheat tonight because I got. You see the sketch. The sketch demands that I do some sort of background with all of that. Appreciate you, man. But now I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to draw. I told you I don't like drawing backgrounds. But what I may do is pull up a nice in-game sunset. Let me get some of that. Let me get some of this in here. Hold on. Luminosity. We're gonna go with a nice orange. Here we go. So that rim light, is only powerful as the overexposure that it hits. So Daymar, yeah, I'm thinking. Well, it's either Daymar or Hurston, but yeah, something where there's like, because I do want it to feel kind of like a Western. Because if I blur this out, and if I get some little dust bunnies rolling in the back. But yeah, somewhere where there's a nice, good, earthy feel to it. He could be in a space hangar. Could be futuristic. Could be. Hurston. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hurston. I got great sunsets on Hurston, so nice mountain ranges in the back, possibly. So I don't go to Daymar enough, man. For like low, you guys do any of that low flying stuff? I've actually never done low flying. I don't think I have the right ship for it. Is it Gladius okay for low flying? Okay, sweet. I've never done it. I've seen people crash and burn lots of times. Okay. Now here's I think we're at a good point here where we're going to take. So we can take this. Stop there. Let's save. Paranoia. Always save before you do any changes. Come here, and then we can play around if we wanted to. We could literally, let's find if we wanted to. If we were felt so obliged, we could really push home, which color I want. Right now it is this purplish kind of thing. And I'm not done. I think I would come in and get some stronger values. Like for instance, let's say if I kept it this color, right? I'd come back on top of this and then I'd do something like this, right? Yeah, see that? Something like that. Come back and really, grab those shapes. But for now, we're just gonna play with it basically like that. Yeah. Oh, nice. Little flying the cutty. Sweet. Why was I already watching this? How was I already watching this? I'm actually like halfway through this video. I must have found this video on my own somehow. Sweet. Nice. I'm gonna finish watching that tonight. Cool. Yeah. I think this would work really well. I'm gonna get in there and get some Photoshoppy stuff in there. Like I want to get this texture, definitely. So I'm gonna find something that looks close to this, this material, and I'm gonna map that to the shoulder in Photoshop, just because I'm highly impressed that they added that. So, but yeah, everything else, I think we're pretty much in render mode. You guys will see this show up once it's all cleaned. But I think that's gonna, that makes it feel like we're pretty much there. This is the metal piece, and then this is the metal piece here. But I'm gonna make it gold, I think. I'm gonna make these gold right there. This is all, I think I'm gonna make, no, you know what? I think this is the metal piece. I think this is the metal piece. Yeah, I think we're good there. I think that was a pretty successful stream, And then if I wanted to, if I was a lunatic, I could say, you know what, I want this to be, the blue. You see that guy's pulsating? Yeah. If I was crazy, I could do that. I actually like that purple. That's actually pretty cool. Damn it. Why won't they let us make our own colors? It's nice. Let's see. Alright, so then comes the trick question of which one? This? Should we stay red or should we go blue? In this warm climate right here, obviously the blue sticks out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when I add the, because honestly this needs a little bit of more. This needs just a tad more in the department of, like rim light. So we got this, right? You know, we can come back in here and get the opposite rim. You see there? If I was so obliged to do that. Boom. Cool. But yes, that's for, you know, the crazy part of my brain that says do highlighting and shading on everything. But, you know, you guys have seen the madness come together. I have proven that I can do this without crashing my computer. So we know that that's possible now. There we go. Cool. Cool. Sometimes you forget that you like drawing. Alright. You guys have been freaking awesome, man. Thank you for hanging with me. Let's zoom in here and see some of this stuff. I'm going to definitely add some values and some highlights to the mask because I want it to really feel shiny. Shiny. Appreciate you, man. This should be, you know, my first, second video, but this is, you know, until I lock in how to successfully not crash my Star Citizen while streaming the game, this is successful. So we'll roll with this. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Cool. Alright guys, man. You guys have been awesome, man. As always, thank you for hanging with me. I probably should go to bed. Probably. Part of me wants to play the game, but I should probably go to bed. So until another time, you guys have been awesome, man. I've been Marcus the Visual, and if you feel so inclined, you can always follow my work and or check me out on any of these other platforms. And yeah, we'll keep streaming. You guys keep watching, and check you later. Peace out, man. Thank you. See you later, Wolf. Mimi. You guys stay good. Peace.